I was very curious about 70% of transformations fail, and why are they failing? A lot of times leaders don't even know it's failing. They don't have the measurements or the tools to assess and evaluate how that strategy is being operationalized.
So Jamie, I'm intrigued. I know you've been doing a lot of deep thinking and research, and I know the subject that we have close to both our hearts actually is around how you operationalize the strategy. Some great strategic thinking and work that's done, but actually how do you operationalize it and build that muscle within the organization such that all that great thinking and work on the strategy doesn't go to waste? So can you bring that to life for us a little more?
Absolutely. I think through research, I was very curious about 70% of transformations fail, and why are they failing? A lot of times leaders don't even know it's failing. They don't have the measurements or the tools to assess and evaluate how that strategy is being operationalized.
And a lot of organizations don't look back.
No, they don't at all. And when the ROI or the business case is so blown out, it just kind of then gets shoved to the side. And so all the strategy work, basically is for naught, or gets lost in the execution. So I was really trying to look for how can organizations and leaders pragmatically focus on critical few activities to operationalize the strategy.
And make it simple?
And make it simple, yes. Coined an acronym called SIMPLE, and that stands for Simplify, Incentivize, Mindset, Prioritize, Learn, and Execute. And in my mind, those are the critical words and activities that a leader and an organization need to focus on to start changing and pivoting from failure mode to success mode.
That sounds absolutely fascinating, and I'm sure any leader that we discuss it with, anything that we can help make their life simpler, but help them to really fundamentally appreciate the work that needs to be done to operationalize that strategy is going to be music to their ears.
Yes, because I think so often consultants come in and have these complex algorithms and concepts and decks describing that, in 28 pages, this is how you change and improve a transformation. But if you use even the words simplify and prioritize, that's just meaning what is the scope of your digital transformation? Studies and practice have shown that less is more. You may only have 2 or 3 key initiatives that you are focusing on first and stage them. Most organizations I've been at, I see 20, 40, 60 different initiatives across the organization. So even just the words and focus on simplification of the scope and prioritizing initiatives for the people has a huge impact on the success of a transformation.
So it's really incorporating lots of great stuff from a quality aspect, focusing on what matters most.
Exactly. And in addition to that is also having the mindset and learning of focusing on what's right, but then also understanding what's working, what's not. How do you lead that type of digital change is super important. And leading a digital change versus a business change are very different. And now the two are combined together. So leaders have to have the right mindset, have to be learning in order for the organization to be learning in parallel and alongside that leader.
And so much of it is around experimenting and using the learnings and having the courage to say it's okay, we don't know everything right now, we'll learn together.
Exactly. That's the name of the game in this digital world. And it's daunting because you can't control it necessarily fully, but that is a successful digital strategy in my mind, is when you're really seeing tangible learnings and gains and value ultimately. And as our vision states, doubling the value is critical.
Oh, great. Well, I look forward to discussing it more.
Thanks, Corrina.